Hi, I'm Dr. John Sirota here in White Plains, New York, and I want to talk about car accidents today. After a car accident, most people worry about two things right away: their pain and the cost of getting checked. Today, many patients have high deductible health plans. It's common to have a $3,000 or a $5,000 or even an $8,000 deductible. So the first reaction is often, wow, I'm worried. What happens if I go to the doctor and accumulate a big bill, and maybe I should wait and see if it goes away because I don't want a huge bill and I think I'm going to take. So in New York State, car accident injuries are handled very differently from normal medical care. This is the difference. New York is a no-fault insurance state. What this means is that the medical treatment related to the accident that you've had is billed to your insurance company, not your regular health insurance. So in most situations, your deductible does not apply the same way that it would normally apply if you went to a doctor for an illness or some routine care outside of the car accident. The purpose of this system is to make sure people can be evaluated promptly after an accident without any financial hesitation. That's huge. The silver lining. Ironically, in today's high deductible environment, an auto accident is sometimes the only time patients can actually get through to a musculoskeletal evaluation without worrying about large out-of-pocket expenses. New York's no-fault coverage typically provides up to $50,000 in medical benefits related to the accident. That allows doctors like myself and chiropractors to address issues that occur early when injuries are easiest to manage, rather than waiting months later when problems have become more chronic. So instead of denying care because of cost concerns, patients can focus on determining whether an injury occurred and what needs attention, why early evaluation matters. Many collision injuries don't hurt immediately, and inflammation, pain, and stiffness often develop later. We discussed this in an earlier blog that this has to do with adrenaline and sometimes mild forms of shock after a car accident. It's not a fun time. So a lot of the evaluations that people would ordinarily need tend to be delayed. And in that case, small problems can become persistent ones. A problem that would otherwise be handled easily can become a more chronic, more persistent problem and eventually cost money long after the accident. The goal of this no-fault coverage is early documentation and early management, not emergency treatment only, but proper follow-up for these injuries. The key takeaway here: after an accident in New York, medical evaluation is usually handled through your auto coverage, not your personal health insurance plan like Cigna or Aetna or GHI or Emblem Health or any of those. They're covered with plans like Geico, Allstate, Progressive, Travelers, these kinds of car accident insurance plans. So understanding that difference helps you make a decision based on your health, not fear of medical bills. Knowing the coverage removes the uncertainty of you having to accumulate a large bill, and knowing that your coverage removes all uncertainty financially now can let you focus on the recovery instead of cost. Thank you.